Our content is intended to be used and must be used for informational purposes only. It is very important to do your own research analysis before making any investment based on your personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research and verify any information that you find on our website or podcast and wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise.
More money, more money, more money.
What's up, my future one percenters? This is Marathon Money, brought to you by Wincrease.com. I'm Cam Jones, Prince of the Stock Market. I'm here with my boy Kenny Coins, and I also have my boy King of Charts Xtro. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Chilling.
It's good. It's good. All we trying to do is make money long.
You know, long money, man. We gotta get it. We gotta take a few seconds to get our brag on, man. Because if we think about it, almost everything we call is up idiotically.
What? That's beautiful, man.
Stupid. Now, y'all already know the ones I'm gonna list off. You know, it's not even a secret. You know what I'm saying? Square, Teledot, Twitter. I mean, dang. You throw Alibaba in there? Zillow?
You about to sound like Puff Daddy in the background on your ad-libs.
Xtro with the Facebook, the 200 call. If people ain't in our Marathon Money Facebook chat, man, they missing out on so many opportunities, man. Xtro being there dropping that master splinter knowledge. You know, we got some other cats in there too. My one boy, I think his name Amar.
Amar? Yeah, Amar.
Yeah, he hit me to that TR something. But whatever it is, that thing popped up about 22% Friday. So good look on that, man. I don't know. Let's see. Now we did have a little bit of these past couple trading days. I think it was like Thursday and Friday. Stuff was down a little bit, but if you look at it from the past week and a half to 2 weeks, I mean, stuff is flying high. We still at super highs on the NDX and everything. Even though I think that the NDX support is going to end up being about 77,140, but that's only about what, 60 away or 40 away from where we at right now. So that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It get there, we start buying it up again, get that marathon money still.
That's how it continues, man. Yeah, I love the chat, man. Like, you know me, Cam. I'm a traditional guy. I have my favorite stocks, and I've stuck to that for forever. You know,
right?
That's because it works for me. But I mean, you always have been the cat that I've gone to that had like the new stuff. You know.
Right. Yeah, I do feel like I do have the new stuff.
Yeah, you know, you always bring the new stuff, and that's how we've always, you know, done our stock stuff. I got I'm gonna do with these cats, and you're like, nah, just the new and new, you know. So that's how we always rock. And then, you know, with the chat, there's more cats on there like you that bring in, you know, some new flavor and some new energy. So, gotta give a shout out to everybody on there that continue
That's why
bring in new energy and new stocks.
Right. What you about to say, Kenny?
That's why I think that chat is really good, because you be hearing stocks that you never even heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
Come
That
out
other
the
people
woodwork.
know about. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, the only time you really hear about stocks is when they is all blown up.
Yeah.
Done past $200. Your pocket's already dry. You can't really invest. But, you know, it's good to hear, like, you know, IQ, you know, that Chinese Chinese Netflix, whatever it is, you know, stuff like that, you know, Chinese Google, for instance, that's like $40 or whatever price is at. But That's why all I'm saying is that it brings a new style, like Extro says. It does bring different type of flavor. It makes your portfolio look different.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah. I
get that
was
new money in there, man. You know.
I'm sitting here trying to look through now to see which ones that some ones that blew me away. I was like, man, hold on, what's that stock? I looked at the chart. It was just
that's that new money.
yeah, man. Shout out to Paul Lawrence on there, man.
Paul Lawrence, what's up, man?
Yeah, yeah, man. He was the one who said something about it. And I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Oh, hold on. He brought HAE is the ticker, and HUBS. And I looked at those charts. I was like, man, hold up. He dropping classic albums, not even you know what I'm saying?
He dropped the Illmatic.
You know, back when you heard like artists for the first time, he was like, "Yo, his music is dope," and then you listen to the last two albums, and he was like, "Man, his music been dope." Yeah, that's what Paul did, man. I was like, "Oh man, okay, good look."
Right. Man, before
I love when you get somebody who throw you this nice, perfect stock. It's just like
throw you that Tom Brady hitch route.
You know what I mean? The one that takes you all the way to the house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, before I forget, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Rusty Ram 78 on Twitter, man. He hit me up this week on Twitter, and he told me he listened to our podcast all the time. He told me he learns a lot, and it's also entertaining, man. That's what we trying to do. Trying to make it fun.
Right.
Making money shouldn't be boring, man. You should always be smiling and laughing when you get that money. You know what I'm saying?
That should be a part of life, man.
Yo, but before we venture off too far, I want you to explain, Xtro, how you called Tesla from 288 to 240, and it happened in like 30 hours. Because I don't really see it. At the time when you said it, it didn't look like it was going up. It looked like it was making a new downtrend to me.
Yeah.
So what did you see? Now I'll have to tell you the charts that I look at. I only look at two. Look at the year daily. Now look at 10-year weekly. And both of them did not, to me, they both did not look good.
Okay. Then my next question is, what moving averages you got on those?
I have the 20-day, 200-day, 50-day.
All right. So what I saw on there is still an uptrend that it's been in for, I don't know, the year.
Actually, hold up. Before you, on my 10-year, I only have, looks like a 50-day. That's it.
Okay, that's all I based it off of. So if you look at the 50-day on there, every time it gets near there, it makes a quick bounce every single time.
Uh-huh.
And you got at least two of them on there. But when it hit there, it makes a severe reaction.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew it was going to make that quick move. It's in the same pattern. I told you this, 2 years ago, before this even started.
When me and you was having that argument that Tesla was not going to go up to 350.
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say, you've been trading Tesla the same exact way for years.
It's very predictable, man. I keep telling people how easy the stock is to read. Now, it used to be difficult because, I mean, we used to struggle with it for a while, and then I had to break it out to this 10-year. And when I started looking at the 10-year, I was like, oh, it's actually pretty range bound. I mean, this is easy to read. It's volatile. That's why it gets on people's nerves, but if you just know the trigger points on where it moves, it's nothing, man. I mean, this is just how it goes down.
So it doesn't matter if it's overbought or oversold. If the 50-day gets close, look for something to happen.
Yeah. If it gets near that 50-day, it's getting bought. It's been in an uptrend since it broke out from the 2 or above 300, really.
It's been in the uptrend since almost 2016 December.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks like it's been an uptrend since about $50.
Yeah.
To be exact, yes, you're right about that.
Forget 300. It's been in an uptrend since about $50. That's what I'm looking at.
And the truth is, man, and it started to look like it's back to go up to an uptrend. And to me, the way I had to figure out Tesla was I had to do the same thing Xtro did. I had to go farther out and realize, and then draw the lines and realize, man, this thing is an uptrend, and all it's gonna keep doing is going up. To me, I feel like Tesla is on its way to making another uptrend. I think it's gonna be in like a month or two. I think it's gonna be over 500. That's my opinion.
I don't know about that.
I don't know
I'm gonna listen
if
to
you
Kenny
look.
'cause he called Amazon like 1,600, and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna happen at this time." I was like, "Well,
Actually,
you know
you
me,
did
I
do
do
that.
stepping stone. I don't call it out that far that soon, except for Teledoc when I said it's gonna hit 70. But other than that, I normally
You the
take
man
my
for that one.
steps.
You the man.
But I'm telling you, like, if you take a look at the monthly, man, draw the lines, bro. It's the beginning of the uptrend, man. Just look at it. Started from
500 in a
December
month.
2016.
That's almost $200.
Yeah, look at it, man. It's going to happen.
I
Look
got
at the monthly
Tesla.
chart, and then it's like the beginning of it.
I got Tesla going to like 800, honestly.
I mean, eventually, most
I got
likely.
3 shares of Tesla.
I'm just.
That's all I know. All I know, I got 3 shares of Tesla.
I'm telling you, Cats is gonna get burned trying to short this stock, man. This is not.
What?
Okay,
You know me, I got burned.
Hold up though. You said Tesla. Okay, Kenny said 500 in a month. I'm sorry, man. I don't see that.
2 months.
2 months. I still don't see
2
it.
months.
Xtro, you said 800, but you said 800 when though? 800 ain't
okay.
happening no time in 18.
No. I see. I mean, I'm talking about like an end goal for how far it can go.
Oh, okay.
I see it going like to about 800.
If
I
they hit
wouldn't even doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it that it even becomes a stock that eventually hits 1,000, years from now. But I see this stock continuing to run.
If it hit 800, what would their market cap be? Would they be? I mean,
We
you
pretty
talking
close
about-
to $1 trillion.
you talking about? Yeah, you talking about? Someone that can eat GM, Ford, all them dudes alive at once.
Yeah, go ahead and you buy a Teledoc if they get over 800.
Have healthcare in the car on the tablet.
Yeah.
I got in an accident.
What's wrong? Oh, you need to go to the hospital right now.
I mean, that's going to be the future. Think about that. I mean, as soon as you they had already, what was that in GM cars?
OnStar?
OnStar, whatever. I mean, just think about it. What's the next progression from that? Boom, you get an accident. Responders already on there. They can see what's going on.
Yeah,
Health insurance is already in the car.
Yo, that's
what I mean?
I had to say. Usually, I think of stuff like that, but I didn't. That's good on that. That's pretty slick, and that's pretty. Somebody, I don't know who need to cut us the check for that, but somebody needs to cut us the check. It's either Teledoc or Tesla.
I don't know. We might have to do reverse my words or something, so it's not like a curse word or something when we release it, so it don't get out there.
I'm telling you, man. I personally think Tesla. Here's why I say that too, man. Tesla's got that big contract with I think it's the government or the military. I don't know what it is that came out.
You talk about
once that goes through, man, it's gonna make the Tesla stock rise up.
We have to also realize that Tesla's just not a car. Is the reason why I'm saying the stock's going to continue to move. It's the whole battery thing and the whole solar panel. I think is going to be pivotal.
SpaceX.
Yeah. Well, they also have the Boring project thing that they doing for
the tunnels and stuff.
Yeah, the tunnels and whatnot. So they just got a lot going on that's going to contribute to why I believe the stock is.
And they're getting funded for everything. It's it's not somebody's out there saying, "Oh no, you can't do that." You know, they're getting funded for every project this man mentions, and that's the thing people are not realizing. It's why would you go against when people are saying yes to giving him money?
Yeah, this it's not going to be good for people who shorting that stock, man.
No, man. I told you I shortened it, bro. I was burning like hot sauce was in my eye. You know what I mean? Like seriously, it's not worth doing it. You just gonna be you might as well just give us your money.
So we
Just give
looking
us
at
just
we're looking at Tesla right now, $333.63. Um, so sometimes people look at that. I think we talked about this either last podcast, couple podcasts ago. Some people look at that and they don't want to spend that much money for shares. Like Kenny, like, man, I got 3 shares.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like sometimes people like, man, you only got 3 shares, but I mean that's still, close to a
I mean,
G.
that's
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's a
oh
thousand.
man, that's 3 shares at $180.
So
Oh, that's different.
hey, but still,
I
he
bought 3 shares at
made that money though. He up almost
yeah.
100% on that. What I'm saying is, some people, they don't want to buy it because it's that high. That, their mind just won't let them do it. But
Yeah,
they have to
man.
break out of that. But then some people feel like they don't want to spend $300 some dollars for one thing. Like, you getting one share for $300 some dollars. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of ways that people can try to use a different set of money in order to buy it. So like me, right? When I first started out, I would use like side money that I was making to buy all stocks, and then I started doing the bank account thing where people would send you, like Chase will send you, hey, you put like $2,000 in this account and make a
Hmm.
deposit twice a month for 2 months. We give you $300 or something. And so I would take all those little promotions and I would do that, and then that's how I started buying all my Zillow stock when it was at like $22. I did like 4 of those little bank promotions. I did so many of them, they don't even send them to me no more. And then I just closed the account. But yeah, I did that, and I bought like a ton of Zillow stock. Uh,
Man, what I did was every time I got my check, I already knew $200 was going to stocks. It was no question. I just had set aside money. I knew how much I was getting every week because I was getting paid that hourly wage. So if you work 40 hours, you're getting this much.
right.
Every week on the clockwork. So
But what I'm
that,
trying to say is we need a different way to to motivate people to have that side hustle, so they can take
Do it.
advantage of some of
Yeah.
these high flyers
like
that maybe they feel like, I don't want to spend my regular 9 to 5 money to buy it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Um. Yeah. How I did it, I did it the same way. I already knew I had allocated money to it, and I mean, when I started, I was broke, man. Not that I'm like rich right now, but still. And I did the same thing that both you guys did. I didn't pimp the banks like Cam did, but I did
I'm
set
probably about to get
aside.
an
Okay.
SEC email like, hey, we got
I mean,
we hurt you.
they knew what it was when they were doing it because they were trying to take advantage of you.
Yeah, yeah. They thought I was gonna be
So I mean,
irresponsible or something like that.
yeah. I mean, they planned on somebody slipping on that, and not issuing out the money. But anyway, I set aside like $20 a week, because I got paid weekly. So at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna have 80 on a month because I always think of a monthly scale.
Hmm.
So if I can do that and have, whatever, I can try to make it 100, I'll make it 100. But right now I'm just doing this 20. Then next thing you know, the 20s was cool. I was like, all right, well, 20 was fine. Let me do 25. Did that to 25. I did that. I kept escalating. Next thing you know, I was at $50 and I was saving that and it didn't matter to me. Then I had my nice chunk at the end of the year for me to start making some moves. And since then, that's when I started moving, man. But
I mean, I think it's a mindset too, man.
yeah, it's a mindset.
It is, man. I think it's all about if you really want to do it, man. Because we can tell you every day, we can tell you all the tips and tricks, but if the
You got
moment you get
to do
$200 and the first thing you thinking about is buying some clothes or this
Yeah.
lavish meal,
Or some
then
cigarettes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Man,
A
listen.
carton of cigarettes, boy, it'd be like $70, man. That's
what?
a share of Teledoc.
I seen
And they be buying it every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
seen this dude, man. No, it was this chick, right? I lived in the hood. Okay, so I went to the bank to cash my check, and I walked out, and I seen this chick that was just in there in the bank with me. So I'm riding off. I see her walk up straight to the drug dealer, handing him. I'm pretty sure he got everything she just cashed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, that's got to be a sad lifestyle, man. I got to get up out of here. I can't do this no more.
Now, when I get paid, I go straight to Robin Hood.
Dude,
Robin Hood, not the hood. I go to Robin Hood. Get it?
To kind of go back to Cam's thing about how to get people to involve themselves in these stocks. Yeah, I gotta tell me because I don't buy stock. Can't you buy like a fraction of a stock?
Yeah,
On
you
some
can.
platforms.
Okay, so I mean that's how people, if they can't understand or can't bring themselves to spending $333, you could
Right.
buy a fraction of that share, and go ahead and take your little crawl before you walk, man. Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
really, a fraction. I wouldn't even look at it as a fraction. Look at it as a dollar amount, because if you let's say you bought right now, a fourth of a share of Amazon, and I'm not even gonna do the correct math. I'm just gonna say it's $1,700 right now. Man, what is that? It's gonna be about what, $400 or something like that. $450, right? And let's say Amazon goes up, 100%. You still gain 450. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So just because you don't have like a ton of shares, the money's still gonna grow the same.
It's the same percentage.
Yep, you're still gonna get the same percentage.
Yeah.
The thing about it, you can't psych yourself out. You know what I mean? People psych themselves out. They go and say, oh, I'm only gonna get like half a share. I don't want to do that yet. Bro,
Right.
let me tell you, if you don't do it, bro, you're never gonna do it.
Yep.
It's just never gonna happen for you.
Listen,
know,
I
people-
want to
Yeah.
definitely tell everybody, people, you are your worst enemy, man. You can't do that to yourself. The minute you put a ceiling on yourself, it's done. You
Yep.
can't do
Yeah.
that to
Because
yourself,
most likely
man.
you're gonna hit that ceiling.
Yeah,
And then you're gonna be like, okay,
you're
I'm
already
good.
projecting yourself to your end already. Stop. Leave that cap off, man, and run.
Yeah, you gotta be like baseball, no salary cap.
Yeah, you can't put those limitations on yourself coming in and just believing, nah, I can't do that. And then people always ask why, and I always ask why not. Like, just do it, man.
Yep.
Ain't nobody stopping you but yourself. Get out
And
there and
then
get this money.
plus, people think that if you put your money in the stock market, it's automatically gone. No, it's automatically there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can take it out whenever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you do have the it is a possibility for you to lose money, but it's also a possibility for you to gain money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a much faster rate than a savings account.
Yeah.
We just
but
talked about
can have
what that TR. I keep forgetting
TRXC?
TRSC or SX. One of them things, man. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing just went up 22% Friday. Tell me where you getting 22% return in one day at a savings account, and I'm there. I'm going. I'm dumping everything in.
Right. I'm out the market
Yep,
myself.
I'm gone. See you, Robin Hood.
I'm selling all my stuff. Yo. I'm out. 22% a day. I'm gone. Yeah. Yeah. People just got to make sure they understand that there's always going to be an opportunity to lose money, even with not in the stock market. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how it is, man. You have to accept the risk, and also when you accept the risk, accept the reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What people don't realize too is if you have your money, let's say the stock market on average is giving you 10% a year on average, just in general, and
Yeah.
you're in a stock or you're in a savings account that's giving you 0.5% interest, right? Well, then
Not
what are
even
you
that.
losing? You losing money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're
money.
losing money right there. You're
You're
losing
losing
a lot
money.
of money, actually.
And we're talking about fighting inflation. That's always the goal when you invest, is you have to be able to fight inflation. And if inflation
What's that
going to
mean?
be 2%, you're losing money. You're losing money. Your purchasing power is going down the drain if it sits in a savings account. Because if you're only going up 0.5%, inflation is going to go up too. you're losing 1.5%.
Right.
Right
Okay,
off
I
top.
got you. Yep.
Man, because let me tell you, if savings accounts were 6% every day, every time we come on this podcast, it'll be 3 minutes long. We say just get yourself
Yep.
into a savings account and shut the podcast down. You know what I mean? That'll be it.
We wouldn't even
And
be
that's
talking
this
about
week's
stocks no
Marathon
more.
Money? Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Marathon savings.
Yeah.
Savings accounts.
Marathon savings.
I just give you the latest big that's giving the highest percentage. But that doesn't happen, man.
And then we'd be like, all right, see y'all next week. Peace.
We wouldn't even record any more episodes. We just have one episode and just run it every week. Like, this is it, man. Just get in a savings account. 6%.
You know what I mean? If you don't take any risk, you won't get anywhere. You know what I mean? Either way, you're going to feel it later. You know what I mean? You know, when you get older, you're going to say, man, I should have took risk. You know what I mean? People like I have sat down with that are like 50, 60 years old that just all they did was save. And when they get older, they realize, wow, okay, now I got to pay for medical bills. Now I got to pay for this. I still got my house, but I'm retired and I got no income coming in.
Right. And then most likely the money that they started with, the money that they ended with was not that much more than what they started with, which is that just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, the people who manage the money, a success, they view success as not losing money. So if you start off with 100,000 and it don't matter in 100 years when you go take it out, if it's 100,000 or more, that's a success. You know what I'm saying? They didn't lose nothing.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah. The savings account thing, what Kenny was saying is it only gets bigger when you add to it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. It only get bigger when you add to it.
That's the only way saving. You never heard anybody ever brag about being rich from a savings account.
I haven't met one person yet.
If I wanted to, if I was an older cat, well, not older cat, but if I was like stuck in my ways, like in the old days, like savings accounts and stuff, I would just look at it as, let me get into a dividend stock that doesn't move, like AT&T, something like that. Let me get something that don't move.
At least you're making money.
Right. Yeah. Right. Well, AT&T, that was a bad example because they just then went from 39 a couple months ago all the way down to 31, so that did move. That's not that moved.
Moved all right.
But the dividend is pretty good on them, though. But that moved.
Well, I mean, it's a great move now because the dividend didn't change and the stock is cheaper.
Right.
So,
yeah.
and you have a higher yield. So,
right.
That's how that moves on that one.
Now I got to look up what's the actual percentage. They paying 6.31% dividend. I might have to grab some.
See?
I might have to grab some.
Man, I love when that dividend comes through and I reinvest it back into the stock.
That's the best thing right there.
That's the free share that you got.
Yep. Yeah, I know. What? Free shares.
Yeah, free
People
shares.
don't understand, man. When you do it for like 2-3 years and you just remember just buying like $500 worth of shares, and then now like you say you only got like 12 shares, and then 2 years later you got 25, 30, and all of them were for free.
Yeah.
You know, they paid you the money. They fronted you the money. You know.
Yeah.
They did that Elon Musk. You wanted funding for a tunnel, and they gave it to you. Yo, it's something weird. My bad. Go ahead.
I was about to say we haven't even done a market recap, really. We've been having too much fun.
Before I forget,
talk about the NDX real quick.
Before I forget, though, it's something weird that happened in my Ameritrade account, man. I want to see if any of you guys can make light of this. So I bought some Facebook shares. I forgot when, a year or two ago. Well, it doesn't matter when it was. It was at like $108 a share, something like that.
Yeah.
So now it's at 200, right? It's a little bit over 200. But my account says that, for one thing, it says that it grew 438%. And that's not true. And then when I look at the amount of money that's in that just in Facebook on my account, it's way more than what it should be.
Oh, so you got some bonus money?
I don't know what happened, but I still got the same amount of shares.
I don't know. That's not happening with my Facebook shares. I don't know what kind of Facebook shares you have, but I need those. That's definitely not happening with my Facebook shares, and I bought it. I bought it cheaper than you. It's definitely not happening with me.
Yeah, there's somebody listening to the podcast like, that's where my shares went. I can't believe he got my stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't help you with that conundrum because, like I said, I don't buy shares of stuff.
I would have never said it on this podcast. TD Ameritrade could be listening to us right now.
I was thinking about. I was like, man, I should just take it out. But whatever, all that stuff is documented anyway. If I take it out, they eventually would find out anyway. So I want to make sure I know, what is going on here, what happened. Because if it's a mistake, I want to correct it so my account is right.
I mean, how big is like extra shares mistake or just extra?
Not extra.
No, you got the same shares. You just got more
shares.
money.
Just more money. So let's just say, I won't say how many I got, but let's just say I put $100 in, right? So right now I should have basically 200 because it went up about 100% from where I bought it.
Yeah.
It's saying that I have about like 350. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it gave you like super money for that.
Yeah, it gave me like like a lot.
Unless I don't know, man.
They have no dividends.
You bought all your shares. You bought all your shares at 108, or did you buy them at like
bought them all at the same time?
Oh,
to me, it sounds like somebody gave you some private stock, bro. They threw you some percentage.
Give you some class H shares.
Class A shares. Because only Class A shares does that.
They don't have. I thought they don't have.
They don't have that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I might have to call them one day. I mean, it ain't a big deal to me because I don't plan on taking it out. But when I do plan on taking it out, I ain't trying to get
hit with it
like that.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
I'm glad you making bonus increase money. Or maybe someone did cut you the check in there.
cut that check. Direct deposit. Yeah. They didn't even tell me.
Somebody on the other end like, Mr. Kent, we did cut you the check. Stop saying we didn't. Give us our profit.
Man, we did no market recap.
Oh, I guess I'll kind of kick it off there.
Kick it off, man.
You mentioned something about the NDX going higher, and I guess I really got no recap. I'm just agreeing with you. Like everything's going higher. You've said it before. Kenny's have said it before already about how we believe the market's going to continue to move higher. And I've been on here and said the same thing, and it's done exactly what all three of us have said. It's just gone higher, and I believe it's going to continue to go higher. And SPX will make some new highs. As I've always done on here, I follow the Russell. I said the Russell always leads the way. It's been leading the way. NASDAQ's been with it. So just keep riding the train, man. You see new highs coming from Amazon have happened. I called that one. Google happened. I called that one. Alphabet, you say it correctly. Facebook, I called that one. Netflix is the only one I didn't call to where it went, except for when it got to around 400. I said it would hit about 420. And I did that on charts on the site.
I didn't need to call Netflix. All I knew was I got it around like 60, and I knew it was just going to be big. I don't know where it was going to go. I don't know where it was going to be at. I knew it was going to 300. I called it when it was going to 300. That's the last call that I made on it. I saw it going to about 330 from there when it hit 300. Because like I said, I move in steps. So when it hit 330, I was like, okay, normally this is where it kind of just messes around and starts to pull back. That sucker just kept going. My biggest thing with Netflix was in the beginning, like 2-3 years ago, My problem was, it's like every time they came out with earnings, it'll go up 80, then it'll drop down like $30. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah,
And that was my
Amazon
biggest issue with it.
Amazon did that these past couple earnings also. They go up.
Well,
You know what I
Alphabet
mean?
always done that. Like Alphabet will come out and have earnings and it'll be okay. It pop and then it just sells off, and then it starts to move back.
Yeah,
up
it started to go
high.
back.
Yeah, so that's how I knew it was going to do what it was going to do again. And we got earnings coming up in July.
Right.
You know, season is coming up. So these are normal earnings runs, usually about 2 weeks before the stock reports. You'll get some nice action before that. So you got another tip.
Cut us the check. Cut us that check. Can you let me
Yeah.
know when you put it in my Ameritrade this time, though? Yo.
I want to make sure I got it.
So, man, make sure you follow us on social media. You can follow me at Camboni11 on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. CAMBONI11. Hit us up to join our Marathon Money Chat. Where can they find you, Kenny?
Kane Call 23. You know, that's pretty much everywhere. I try to keep it the same. But man, hit us up on the Facebook website. Shoot us an email. We're trying to put this like show on YouTube, so it's like easy accessible, so people can get it.
Yeah, we already put it on there. This is
Yeah.
gonna be like the third one that's on there. So, check it out on YouTube. Also, we got it everywhere else too. So, what about you, Xtro?
You can find me at Wincrease Team, and that's everything just like Cam, everywhere. Stock Twits, that's Twitter, Facebook, all of that. So, add us when you can on there, and then, visit the site and sign up, get some free option plays.
Yep. All right, man. Till next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.